Guys, when people ask you why do you want to be CBP, this is what I'm talking about. CP officers prevent alleged child smuggling attempt at Port of St. Louis. Okay, look at this. Okay, the CP officers at the area uncovered an alleged child smuggling attempt involving a minor and arrested a woman in connection with the failed attempt. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So, guys, pay attention to these time zones. Okay, 3 o'clock in the morning. Things are a little slower then, right? Not as much stuff's going on. Maybe you might not be as aware, not sure, right? But this is when you really got to turn it on, okay? So here we go. 23-year-old citizen, legal permanent resident. She drove a 2013 sedan, small child sleeping in the rear seat of the vehicle. Now, this is no big deal, right? Kid asleep in the back of the vehicle. It's 3 a.m. Kind of makes sense, right? However, during the primary examination, right, she presented a U.S. birth certificate for the child and alleged to the officers she was the mother. But here, they observed that the child was in an abnormally deep sleep and didn't appear to be the age as indicated on the birth certificate. Now, you guys, listen to this. This is some serious observational type behavior, okay? They noticed she was in an abnormally deep sleep, and then the CP officer said, the age doesn't quite match up. Here we go. As examination progressed, they discovered there was no relationship between the woman and the minor, that the birth certificate, it was legitimate, did not belong to the child. Do you know what kind of investigation that officer doing there to be aware of this kind of stuff, the deep sleep, the age not matching? Awesome. Furthermore, the minor, a 5-year-old child, was a Mexican citizen and did not possess valid entry documents. The woman said she gave the child sleep sedatives. So the officer who thought they were in an unusual sleeping pattern was a smart person because they're under sleep sedatives, okay? So, of course, you can't be out there sedating children. That's crazy, right? And they are up to date on smuggling trends and committed to safeguarding our borders. Now, here's where I got to stop for a minute, guys. This is in my one-on-one coaching program with you guys. I have a question just like this that comes right across where you have to be aware of what's going on, aware of the surroundings, aware of what to do, aware of even if you go to secondary or not, right? These are things you're going to encounter, these kind of questions you're going to have at your interview process. If you're not ready for stuff like this at the interview, you should not be interviewing because you're going to fail. They're testing you before you even get to the academy, before you even go to the job. They're testing you now at the interview stage, okay? Here we go. So these guys found this, right? And they found the individuals. Now, of course, innocent to proven guilty, blah, blah, blah. We know that. But when people ask you, why do you want to go CBP? You know what? This is a really good answer to stop the human smuggling, okay? This takes some awesome awareness on the part of the CBP officer. Give it big hands up for him or her, whoever did this. It was great. Age didn't match. Okay, this is 3 to 5 years old. The officer knew it didn't match, right? ID didn't match, right? Unusual deep sleep. That is some serious sixth sense stuff going on this officer. It's really good stuff here, okay? Be aware. All this stuff aligns up with your interview as well. You have to know what's going on before you get in front of this panel because they're going to want to have you answer questions that respond to situations like this. The situation here has 7 different spots you need to spot out. You need to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I alone saw 7 issues here you need to bring out at the interview to make sure these guys know that you're on your game. Okay? If you want help, link below. Get into my coaching program. Get into my calendar. Let's start you off right so you pass the interview. They're not playing around these interviews. They are serious. And you, I'm sorry, are just another number until you make yourself stand out from your competition. All right, take care, guys. Have a good day.